درود بر شما. Denmark loves bicycles. Chapter 8 Select Readings Elementary. از کتاب Select Readings رده Elementary میخوایم درس 8 رو کار بکنیم درباره کشور دانمارک و پایتختش کوپنهاگ. همونطور که میدونید دانمارک به کاربرد زیاد دوچرخه ناموره و دولتش تا جایی که بتونه از کاربرد کمتر خودرو و بیشتر دوچرخه پشتیبانی میکنه. زیست بوم خوبی هم داره، همون محیط زیست، و این کاربرد بایسیکل دیگه ایکو یا اکو فرندلی هست، یعنی سازگار با زیست بوم. بسیار خوب. بریم سراغ دانمارک و کوپنهاگن. Okay, here we can see a picture that we have smokes from factories. We have some questions before we get to the reading comprehension. What are some things that pollute the air or make it dirty? برخی چیزایی که هوا رو آلوده میکنن یا ناپاک میکنن چیا هستن؟ یکیش همون smokes from factories، دودی که از کارخونه میاد. smokes from cars، دودی که از خودروها میان هست. و پافشاری این نوشتم روی همین pollution هست، روی آلودگی و راهکارهایی که چطور میشه اون رو کمتر کرد. واژگان خوبی هم داره که با هم دیگه کار میکنیم. نخست همیشه برید نوشته رو بخونید، اگر صدا داره به صدا گوش بدید، اگر هم نداره بندازینش توی یکی از این تارنماهای نرم افزارها براتون بخونه. Denmark is one of the most bicycle friendly countries in the world. Roughly 40% of the people in its capital, Copenhagen, commute to school or work by bicycle. Bicycle friendly این هم نشینه خیلی خوبی هست، یعنی سازگار با دوچرخه یا دوچرخه دوست. Roughly means almost. But guys, please read this text, the Unit 8 of Select Readings Elementary. Read the text. We work on the vocabulary items, grammar, and other sections. The first section we cover will be the vocabulary items. Then we get to preposition. Then we have prefix. We work on by, bi. And then we will have some collocations. Let's get started. Vocabulary items. The first item here is pollute, which is a verb. Pollute means make dirty, to add dirty or harmful substances to land, air, water, etc., so that it is no longer pleasant or safe to use. We have two examples here. The river has been polluted with toxic waste from local factories. Here, waste, toxic waste, we have toxic means poisonous. The factory pollutes the air and water. So pollute means to make something dirty. In Iran, for example, in Tehran and some other big cities, we have polluted air. Good. The next word here is worry. Worry. To keep thinking about unpleasant things that might happen or about problems that you have. Don't worry. We have plenty of time. Means we have a lot of time. Don't worry about me. I'll be all right. Here, the preposition we use after worry is about. Worry about. He's always worrying about his weight. Again, you can see that the preposition I used after worry is about. He's always worrying about his weight. Then we have the word commute. Commute. To travel regularly by bus, train, car, etc. between your place of work and your home. So simply commute means to go and come back. She commutes from Tehran to Karaj every day means she goes to Tehran and comes back. So we have from to. She commutes from Tehran to Karaj. You can use it in another way. You can say he spent that year commuting between New York and Chicago. Above you had from to, here we had between and. Between New York and Chicago. Between Isfahan and Shiraz, for example. You can also use to. Staff can work from home instead of commuting to offices. Commuting to offices. Staff means personnel. It means the personnel can work from home instead of going to offices and come back. We just have commute, but it means go to offices and come back. Good. So we had, for commute, we had from to, we had between and, we also had to. The next word is ride. Ride. To sit on and control a bicycle, motorcycle, etc. The boys were riding their bikes around the streets. Bike means bicycle, another name for bicycle. It's like riding a bicycle. One day you can't, and the next day you can. So simple. This sentence is good and meaningful, means if you can't do something, don't worry. It's like riding a bicycle. You try, you fail. Next day you try, and you pass it. You become successful. The next word here is flat, which is an adjective, flat. Having a level surface, not covered or sloping, and without holes or any bits sticking out. sloping که میشه شیبدار. flat در انگلیسی از فلات در ایران گرفته شده. البته اونا پلاتو میگن. پلاتو. من واژه رو هم به شما نشون بدم. خب واژه رو اینجا ببینیم. پلاتو. A large area of flat land that is higher than the land around it. یعنی یه گستره بزرگی از زمین که در بلندی هست نسبت به زمین های پیرامون خودش. پلاتو. آره پلاتو کم کم واگویش یا تلفظش دگرگون شده فلات. مانند اون فلات ایرانی که ما میگیم. برای ریشش ایرانیه، از ایران رفته به زبانهای اروپایی. Good. I need a flat surface to write on. Flat surface. People used to think the earth was flat. برخی از مردم گمان میکردن که زمین تخت. همچنان در سال 1402 هم هستن کسانی که بر این اندیشن. Flat surface. The earth was flat. زمین تخت. The next word is lane. Lane, a section of a wide road that is marked by painted white lines to keep lines of traffic separate. She signaled and pulled over into the slow lane. Signaled. راهنما زد. Pulled over. زد کنار. Into the slow lane. رفت توی راه کندرو. لین رو ایرانیا به نادرستی میگن لاین. لاین اون خط سفیدی که در جاده ها میکشن، در راه ها میکشن هست. لین اون فاصله میان اون دو خطه. یعنی شما بایستی میگن در لاین خودتون، نادرست بایستی باشه در لین خودتون. یه خب لین هم انگلیسی هست، در ایران بایستی بگن در راه خودتون باشید. یه راه یا یه بزرگراه ممکنه 3 تا لین، 3 تا راه داشته باشه در درون خودش. هر ماشینی بایستی در راه خودش باشه. کندرو، میانه رو و تندرو. That idiot changed lanes without signaling. یعنی بدون اینکه راهنما بزنه راه خودش رو دگرگون کرد. Cars in the fast lane were traveling at over 80 miles an hour. Fast lane میشه اون راه تندرو و slow lane کندرو. سمت راست بزرگراه میشه کندرو، در میانه که خب میانه رو هست و سمت چپ هم میشه تندرو. cyclist cyclist a person who rides a bicycle دوچرخه سوار، دوچرخه ران و همین گونه موتور سوار. They are both very keen cyclists. Very keen cyclists. Cyclists are demanding more and safer cycle paths in the city. Cyclist, دوچرخه سوار. And here we have the word double, which is a verb here. Double verb. It means to become or make something become twice as much or twice as many. For example, membership almost doubled in 2 years. In 2 years. میشه هموندی ها که عربیش میشه عضویت. In 2 years. در 2 سال 2 برابر شد. این double فعل است اینجا. Double the amount of sugar if you want a sweeter cake. یعنی اندازه شکر رو دو برابر کن اگه کیک شیرین تری میخوای. sugar شکر، این هم شکر هم یه واژه پارسی است که به زبان اروپایی رفته، اونا در انگلیسی میگن sugar. The town has approximately doubled in size since 1960. یعنی از 1960 تا کنون گستردگی یا اندازش 2 برابر شده، اندازه اون شهر. Approximately همون roughly هست، همون almost به نزدیک عربیش هم میشه تقریبا. The material I was buying suddenly doubled in price. یعنی یهو بهای هزینهش 2 برابر شد. Doubled in price, doubled in size. This is the preposition we use after double. Good so far. So far, so good. We worked on most important vocabulary items. Now let's move to the next section. For this lesson's preposition part, we have 2 words, tax and bike. Tax is the money that you have to pay to the government so that it can pay for public services. Means the government can pay for the public services. Many people feel that they are paying too much tax. Well, we have the word tax here as a noun and it has no preposition. He claimed the left party would raise taxes. Again, you have tax here without preposition. But if you want to use a preposition that is on, a 20% tax on income is logical. He already pays 40% tax on his income. خب income هم واژه زیباییه. income ما در فارسی میگیم درآمد. خیلی پیوند نداره ولی چیز بختی و تصادفی. این یعنی در، کام یعنی آمد که پارسیش میشه درآمد. بختی یا تصادفی مانک و معنیش یک جور شده. بسیار خوب. bike. They'll be coming by bike. By bike. I usually go to work by bike or by bicycle. خب زمانی که از یه چیزی بهره بگیرید by رو میگید که عربیش میشه وسیله، به وسیله، با ابزاره، با اون ابزار. البته در جایی پارسی به دسته هم میگن، به دست کسی به جای به وسیله کسی یا توسط کسی. by bike. You also have another preposition when you're on it. You use on. She got on her bike and rode off. She got on her bike and rode off. Ride, rode, ridden. Rode is the past form of ride. They went out for a country ride on their mountain bikes. On here refers to this word bikes. On bikes. So the 2 prepositions we had for this lesson were on, tax on and on bike. Good. The next section we are going to work on is related to a prefix called by. By. The prefix by most commonly means two, do, twice, dota, or double, do barbar. It comes from the Latin word by or be and is used widely in English to create words related to these meanings. Here are some examples. bicycle bicycle. خب خود این واژه مشکی سایکل هست، یعنی چرخیدن. به مانک یا به معنای ویل هم هست، یعنی چرخ. bicycle یعنی دوتا سایکل، دوتا چرخ. cycle bicycle bicycle یا bike. binoculars بریتیش و binoculars این دوربینای دوچشمی جنگی رو میگن binoculars. جنگی یا شکاری، هر دوش درسته. having two lenses که دوتا چشمی و دوتا لنز داره. bilingual این lingual که همون language و bilingual یعنی دوتا language، دوتا زبان، دو زبانه. speaks two languages. A bilingual child speaks two languages. بسیاری از ما ایرانی‌ها bilingual هستیم، یعنی یه زبان بومی داریم و زبان پارسی که زبان میهنی ما هست رو داریم، مانند مازنی پارسی، گیلانی پارسی، کردی پارسی، بلوچی پارسی، لوری پارسی. bilateral lateral به هم سو میگن. bilateral دو سویه، یا عربیش هم میشه دو جانبه، دو سویه. bilateral involving two groups of people or two countries. bilateral talks گفتگوهای دو سویه. bilateral negotiations رایزنی های دو سویه. Okay, that was by, meaning two, twice, or double. Here we have collocation. We have bicycle, we have motorbike or motorcycle, and then we have car. Now let's work on the first one. Ride a bike, bicycle. Riding a bicycle is a very good exercise. So guys, pay attention. It didn't say driving a bicycle, it said riding a bicycle. I used to ride my bike around the neighborhood for hours. Let's go for a bike ride. خب اینجا دیگه ride verb نیست، فعل نیست، نامه دیگه. bike ride یعنی بزن بریم دوچرخه سواری. bike ride دوچرخه سواری. Good. Ride a motorcycle or motorbike. There above we had bike or bicycle. Here we have motorcycle or motorbike. Both are the same. He never learned to ride a motorcycle or to drive a car. So we have ride a motorcycle. Yeah, he was arrested while riding a motorcycle without a license. License means certificate. بدون گواهی نامه یا بدون پروانه رانندگی میکرد، موتور سواری میکرد. Now we have drive a car, we have ride a bike, we had ride a motorcycle. Now we have drive a car. This is the last item here. I'm planning to drive to Shiraz next year. He isn't old enough to drive a car. Good. When you say I'm planning to drive to Shiraz next year, the meaning is clear. It means you're planning to drive your car to Shiraz. You're not going to take a taxi. You're not going to take a bus. You're going to drive your car to Shiraz. Good. Thank you, everyone. Thank you up to here. Hope you found it useful.